sideline, their head coach. His guys are putting together a season to remember. No blemishes on their record to this point. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Shifts by him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stroud. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Second and 5. Complete to Jalen Noel. A gain of 5 brings up second and from the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stroud to throw it. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 34. And from the 34, here's second and 4. Now Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. That's another first down. A gain of 7 and a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a second and 6. 4 yards on the pickup. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's good for a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down.
Ball start. Offense.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. And Stroud now to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jalen Noel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week.
And right away, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Complete to Elijah Arroyo.
On the give, here's Gibbs. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A 7-yard gain. And a 1st down.
Gibbs. He's in for a touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Motion man is Shakir. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense has C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
Absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run. So this game is crucial.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete to Jalen Noel. A gain of 11 on the play. Result is a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
Jackson
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Complete to Jackson Smith.
And off out of Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
At the 44-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And a first down.
Here's Gibbs. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's another first down.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
It's now second and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The offense on third down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ball start. Offense.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Allen now on the option right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On play action, Allen. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Motion man is Shakir. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Stroud working out of the gun. There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. Complete to Elijah Arroyo. A gain of 7. Result is a first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 6 now. Here goes Stroud again. Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's good for a first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Allen.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Allen.
Completes to Shakir once again.
And they do finally get him at the 12. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Allen going to run with it. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
2nd and 6. Final play of the half. Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now is Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Bills first down.
Now Allen again.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
17 yards.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
I got him, on me.
Back to throw. Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Stroud. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. Results in a 1st down.
Now run by Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
2-yard gain on the play.
Stroud. They're going to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
10 yards.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Stroud now to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And Gibbs has it. And
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To the air, Allen. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And now back out comes the offense.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Now it's Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And complete to Smith-Njigba.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
86, Dalton Kincaid. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Cook up the gut. And they'll get it near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir.
And it's 2nd down.
Motion man is Shakir.
Now Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that's going to be incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
At the 32-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. Result is a 1st down.
To the left side, catch made by Arroyo.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another 1st down. A gain of 13.
Stroud looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Now Stroud.
And he's got his man in stride complete.
Gain of 6. That's another 1st down. 1st and goal.
Again, it's Stroud.
is running away with this one.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Now Allen. This throw nearly intercepted. A big D lineman almost had it, but third down coming up.
3rd down and 4.
Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
He was brought down by
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. They'll run it with Gibbs. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for our visitors, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills,
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.